Okay, hello, welcome back to another game of chess. They were playing e4 as per usual. My opponent is going to respond with e6 to go French defense. Okay, we're going to go c4 here, and this is my weapon against the French defense. If they play d5, which they do not because they are boring, then we would have taken inwards, takes, and then played queen b3, the ortho schnapp. However, here we're going to have to play something a little more Sicilian. This is now a Kramnik Sicilian, I believe, with bishop to e2 being the best move here. And queen c7 is interesting. Kind of like a Khan Sicilian, I guess. But we've got this Marozzi bind here on the d5 square. So, how do we want to play this? I think we'll castle kingside. We don't want to castle queenside because, I mean, what is c4? And then we're going to play knight c3. Fairly non-committal moves, developing pretty normally. And do I want to go for d4 straight away, or do I want to go d3 and try and build up to playing d4? I want to go for d4 straight away. That looks a bit more aggressive. That's what I want to be playing. Get the knight in the center. Got the Marozzi bind here, where the c4 and e4 pawn hold the d5 square. Now the bishop attacks my knight. I feel like I can play bishop e3, but then, yeah, there's no knight g4 because we hold that square. Sometimes knight g4 is a problem, but we'll go bishop e3 here, developing very pleasantly. And who knows, maybe we want to attack with the f-pawn. Got all of our pieces developed though. In fact, there's probably a tactic here if my opponent just castles. I think I can play knight takes e6, triple exclamation mark, hit the rook, hit the queen, hit the bishop, and it's attacked by two pawns and also a bishop, but we hit their bishop at the same time with a little discovery. That could be potentially very interesting, actually. Ooh. I like this. And if queen b6 to defend the bishop now, then we have knight to a4, hit the queen and the bishop. You have to play queen a7, and then I can takes, and then I have some discovery probably with the knight onto the queen. Okay, so queen b6 doesn't work. b6, they played b6 to support that bishop. There was definitely going to be some kind of discovery problem. But I'm really tempted to go, yeah, we're going to go a3. And a3 is a venomous move. It comes with the idea of supporting the push of b4 potentially. I mean, should I go for it now? It seems to make sense. I don't see why not. b4. Wow. They take this bishop like this. I could take their bishop, but then they take this bishop here. And after I recapture, they could take here. I'm down a pawn with probably not too much counterplay, and this is weak. I feel like I need to take here. Wait a second, is this pawn going to hang though? That's the real question here. Takes, queen takes, and I'm supporting the pawn, and we're okay for now. Takes. There's just an interesting imbalance if we take here, so we should consider it. Here, queen takes, and if pawn takes. Like rook b1, and if you take here, oh, I don't know. I don't think it's the best move, but we're going to go for it because it's interesting and creates some kind of imbalances. So they do take. I'm going to take with the queen here, and then they do take here. Now, we are down a pawn. That was kind of the point, but I don't exactly know why that was the point. I don't know why I would have voluntarily done that. But I'm going to play rook b1, get the rook on the open b file. If you take this thinking it's free, then I think there was a tactic, maybe with some discovery of this bishop in the end, but they go for d6. I could go for e5. And if you take, I just make the argument that after like this, and I try and go after this pawn, f4. I'm just hanging this though, I think is the problem. Let's play bishop g5. I'm gonna let the queen defend the pawn on e4 here. We're gonna put maybe a bit of pressure on this knight in the sense that it might not be ideal for my opponent to let me take, although then they do get an open g file and their king is probably quite safe under a huge clump of pawns in the center here. So maybe taking is not ideal, but it also could be really fun. If I go back, they go g5 maybe, but then bishop here, my bishop's really well placed, and their king's gonna be a lot weaker. I think we're going to go back. We're just going to maintain the threat of taking the knight at some point, maybe. Like, for instance, if my opponent castles here, without a doubt, I'll take the knight to open up where their king is. So I guess they can't castle, so the queen comes in here. There's some idea of checkmate on g2 looming. I just feel like... No, I feel like I should be like stacking on the b file or something. Maybe even queen b2 straight away. Ooh, that comes with the idea of putting pressure on f6 as well. Queen b2. I'm trying to take the bishop. Now I have queen b2 and then rook to b8, which seems to be the move there. Then maybe I take this, pawn takes, and do something outrageous, hopefully. Where we like try and, you know what, I like queen b2. I think this kind of makes sense to go for this open b file. This was the whole idea of trying to create some imbalance, taking this instead of just trading down like this, taking here, opening our b file to get the rook there really quick, and going after this bishop. Now I think you have to go rook b8. Correct me if I'm wrong. Huh. And again, we really dominate this this square here. Now I think takes. I'm gonna go for it. I like this. I think this makes sense. Now I might play f3 because I can't push this pawn. And what if I just do this? Completely give up a knight and then take here. And then, okay, that's got to be a losing position. It's kind of interesting though. I mean, the rook moves and then maybe I take back. Queen has to move. The king's opened up a bit. Whoa! You know what? We're going for this. I don't actually care. We're giving up a full knight. Take my knight. This is a bad move. This is such a bad move. This video, however, is called When to Play Bad Moves, and this is one of the times where you want to play a bad move. Because let's say our opponent doesn't take the knight, we're in a great position. We're going to take on f6. Awesome stuff. They are forced to take the knight. Then I take on f6 here. I guess they could maybe castle, but I feel like the weakness of these pawns, I'm so interested in this. Taking here, tempo on the rook, which is crucial. The rook has to move, so rook g8. Then taking here, hitting the queen and opening the e file. We open the e file. Oh my god, now check. Okay, the king goes to f8. We take this. Surely there's something here, guys, surely. This just looks like a fun attack. No? What about just like rook here? Oh my god, we attack this twice and threaten rook b1 double stacking to put even more pressure on the bishop, which currently can't move. The bishop can't move its pin to the rook can't move its pin to the king. This completely kills the bishop, by the way. I'm so interested. If that was a good move, someone give me a GM title. Knight here, just for the you know, the structural bind here and the weakness of this king. That would be insane. I like this. I really like this. If I go check, they just block with the rook. And then, I mean, I could repeat. They offer a draw. They've offered a draw. We don't take draws. We don't take draws. Decline. We don't take draws here. Sometimes we'll take draws, admittedly. Rook b6. Now, if I now lose this game, I'm going to severely regret not taking that draw offer. But honestly, I've got two pawns. Oh, hit me with a little checkmate threat here. But whoa, I'll hit you with a little check. Guys, this is why you don't take draws. This is why you play bad moves and why you don't take draws. Make it really complicated. We can take the rook and then, okay, we don't want to just take this and get checkmated now, but I can always just do this. Is there another check I can imminently give? No, we're just going to go queen g3. Guys. What a genius bit of chess. Which, by I mean, the engine's about to tell me I'm a moron. But we'll have a look at the analysis anyway. The point is, they're forced to exchange the queens here. Unless they move the queen, and then we can give some check and take the bishop. We can take here, I'll take towards the center. And then they resign because there is nothing to do. What a move. Let's have a look at the analysis. Okay, so here we are in the analysis. Let's go through the game. So e4, e6, c4. Our opponent didn't go for d5 and go into this auto-snap gambit line. We'll open the database here. Yeah, the auto-snap gambit, very interesting. Sorry, I don't know why that arrow is there. Very interesting. However, they went for c5 insteed, where we transpose into, after knight f3, a Kramnik Sicilian, as I said, I believe. Knight c6, and then most go knight c3 here, most of the masters. I think the best move... Okay, bishop e2 is another move the masters play. It's basically bishop e2, d4, or knight to c3 here. So I went for bishop to e2, and then we saw queen c7, which was interesting, but we're kind of straying out of master games now. I went for castles, knight c3, this is all really standard, and then d4 here, best move. Okay, we timed d4 well. The engine kind of wants d4 a little earlier, I think. Yeah, it wants just to be a little more aggressive, but I thought, you know what, let's develop some pieces. And after I went d4 here, takes, and bishop c5, it likes knight to b3, attacking the bishop, but okay, no, now we give the engine a minute, and it prefers bishop e3. Okay, basically, same level of good. Are we still in any master games? I'd be interested to know. We are. There are 5 master games in this line, and they have either been won or drawn by white. So, d6 here is the move to support this bishop. Our opponent went b6, which is a little bit inaccurate because a3, guys, I played this opening like an absolute genius. Come on, that is what you want to see. Awesome. They go bishop here, b4, takes. Yeah, okay, so I was fully aware in the game that this was the best move. Well, I say fully aware, I thought it's likely that this was the best move. I'm pretty sure I said as I took this bishop, I don't think it's the best move, but I'm going to do it to create imbalance, which proved to create something beautiful at the end. I'm very excited to get to that bit. I decided not to jump ahead and spoil it this time. They took here the best move, queen takes, pawn takes, and it wants f3 here. I went rook b1. Now this is just straight up blunder because apparently they can just take my pawn here. Oh my... I really thought I would have some discovery after here, here, and here, but they're just attacking my rook. That was so stupid. Okay, they didn't go for that. Instead, they just played d6. Now I attack the knight, and now the queen defends the pawn. Okay, so temporary little blunder. We'll ignore that. We'll ignore that. And after here, it likes me taking and going for this idea like this. I just wasn't as convinced because my opponent's up a pawn. They've got rook to g8 ideas. I was thinking they could play f5, and if I ever take, then the bishop and the rook. I don't know. That's a bit of an uncomfortable position, I feel, being attacked as white. So I step back. It likes g5 for black, and after g5, bishop g3, going e5, so that there's no problem here, which is interesting. But then I can put my knight on d5 at some point, probably, although apparently they just sacked the bishop for it, and that's actually horrible. Oh yeah, definitely, because my bishop is disgusting. Anyway, yeah, okay, trapping the bishop like that would have made sense, but they went here. Oh my god, I should have taken straight away. I should have taken it straight away. Oh my god, guys. I didn't take it straight away, but I took. You're joking. Knight d5 was the best move. I cannot believe it. Oh my god, I really thought the engine would find something, but after takes, I take here. So we're giving up a full knight with this move, knight d5. Okay, the material currently, we are down a pawn as white. We give up a full knight. Oh, this has got to be a brilliant move, no? I would assume if I was analysing this on chess.com, it would give it a brilliancy marker. Okay, anyway, yeah, we're giving a full knight, and after they take, we can take here with tempo on the rook. The rook moves, which is apparently a horrible blunder. It should have gone here. I'm not sure I quite understand the difference immediately, but then we take here, and the bishop's just dead for now. The king's super weak. I went rook fe1 check, king f8, took here, here. Okay, so rook b6, straight back to dead drawn, because apparently they had rook e8, and okay, obviously there's repetitions here, but if I go like this, what happens? Then the king can go to g8. Oh my god, and I'm not threatening to take this because if takes, I get mated. Well, not like that, but I get mated on e1. Okay, that's a bit complicated. I didn't really see that. But yeah, they went queen here, tilting that I'd just given them a knight and that they just didn't have anything to do. I should have gone queen h8. Or rook, okay, rook e3 and maybe doubled up on here. Or rook e3 and come like in like this. Wow, and this bishop's just awful. But okay, this did blunder a draw because of rook to e8, possibly here. But I would still have had a draw after that knight sack. However, yeah, the best move, okay, rook e3. Then if the king moves, I can go rook h3 and I just swing over like this. And it's like, how are you stopping this? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And I guess if the king doesn't move, let's say we see like rook e8, then I can just attack this rook like this. And there's no way, unless you push this pawn, there's no way for you to defend the rook. And if you do push the pawn, then because then we force the king up in front of it, take the rook. Yeah, brutal stuff. Okay, so a simple rook lift. I got the right idea that it wanted a rook lift. Rook b6, however, was not the move. But we then took here, queen g3, and then they just resigned. What a move, knight to d5. Knight d5 was such a ridiculous move. I'm so happy about this. There are things which are more important than material sometimes. Let's not get it wrong. We are giving up basically a full knight. We're giving a knight for a pawn. That is 2 points of material, just straight away. Our opponent's already a point of material up, so they are going to be up 3 points of material after this. Okay, I guess we took the other pawn, so they're still only up 2 points of material. But look at the structural bind we have on this bishop. The activity of the piece is absolutely horrible. And the king safety is just abysmal. This king is being exploited. The pawn structure is also abysmal. This is isolated, this is backwards and attacked. Our queen is in the absolutely ideal place. The rooks aren't even connected because my opponent never castled. And my pieces are so active. After here, rook fe1 and the king moves. Just look at the position. I'm like, we're down a bishop for a pawn, but we have perfect everything else. The pawn structure is beautiful here. Obviously, this pawn is weak, so tactically, sorry about that. Obviously, this pawn is weak here, so there's like tactically some win as well. But rook e3, the engine would play here. We wouldn't even take this pawn, although taking the pawn is equally good. I'm sure they transpose into the same line. Wow. That is awesome. Thank you very, very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I can't believe knight to d5 was actually a good move. I'm still in shock and probably will live off this hype for the next 3 days. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, all of that. This wasn't, the most accurate game, but I'm definitely going to post it because that is such a cool move and hopefully really helpful for some of you guys in terms of, how important it is that the king is safe. The fact that we can sacrifice a full knight to exploit this king's safety just in the middle of the board randomly here is awesome. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.